In today's tutorial, we'll briefly discuss psychosexual stages, according to Freud. Freud believed that children are born with a libido, a sexual pleasure urge. There are a number of stages of childhood during which the child seeks pleasure from a different object. To be psychologically healthy, we must successfully complete each stage, according to Freud. Otherwise, mental abnormality can occur if a stage is not completed successfully. The person becomes fixated. The psychosexual stages, according to Freud, are oral, anal, phallic, latency, genital, and they consist of the following. The oral stage and age is 0 to 1. The source of libido and pleasure, the mouth. The child enjoys feeding, sucking, swallowing, putting things mouth, etc. The conflict is forceful feeding, deprivation, early weaning. The consequences of fixation, smoking, chewing, pens and fingernails, overeating and drinking, sarcasm and verbal hostility. The anal stage and age, 1 to 3, the source of libido and pleasure. The anus, the child derives pleasure from expelling or withholding feces. The conflict, toilet training, too harsh or too lax. The consequences of fixation, anal retention, obsessive tightness, neatness, intolerance, and passive aggression, anal expulsion, sloppiness, disorganized, defiant, recklessness, and excessive generosity. The phallic stage and age is 3 till 5. Source of libido and pleasure, penis or the clitoris. The child derives pleasure from masturbation. Conflict, abnormal family setup leading to unusual relationships with mother or father. Consequences of fixation in men, feelings of anxiety and guilt about sex, fear of castration, vanity, self-obsession, and narcissism. Women, feelings of inferiority, envy, otherwise coined penis envy and adipose. The latency stage and age is 5 to puberty, and the source of libido and pleasure is sexual drives and depression, conflict, interacting with same-sex peers, consequence of fixation. Fixation does not happen at this stage. Stage and age, genital, so it's puberty to death. Source libido and pleasure. The genital, the adult derives pleasure from masturbation and sexual intercourse. Conflict, establish intimate relationships with the opposite sex. Consequences of fixation. Fixation at this stage is what should happen and indicates a well-adjusted adult. In our next tutorial, we'll discuss techniques used by psychoanalytic counselors, and we'll discuss defense mechanisms, transference, and free association.